This week, I want to show you how to find resources to help you plan lessons and activities and build projects. A lot of this stuff is already out there and made for you, so all you have to do is decide which ones you want to use for each standard or lesson. Um, First, you can use your professional learning communities. You might hear the term PLC. This is a big buzzword in education right now. This is a group of educators, teachers that come together to share ideas and projects and other activities. The first PLC I became a part of was at my school district with my CTE department. And then the next PLC I became a part of was at our Monticello co-op, and that was more beneficial to me because it was all the FCS teachers from all the different surrounding schools meeting there together, and we would do that about 3 times a year, and is really helpful. And then you'll find other groups to form too along the way. The first, the next resource I want to show you is the National Facebook page for FCS teachers, and I put the link here. You'll click here. And remember, I said even if you don't use Facebook for social media purposes, you need one for teaching to connect and get all these great already made lessons. And if we go on Facebook and get them, they're free and we don't have to pay for them. Here's the group. So you just hit well, mine says invite because I'm already a member, but just join. And you can ask questions on here and get feedback from tons and tons of teachers. Right now, there's over 17,000 members, and it's across the United States. There's a little magnifying glass I like, and if there's anything you want to know about, so if I want to know about sewing machines, best brand, it's going to pull up all the conversations that might have occurred where people already asked what's the best brand sewing machine to buy, and you can read through these. The other great thing about this page is the document the creator made, and it's down here, this website list. And once you become a member, I've bookmarked this. It's actually right here where you see table of contents. I've got it bookmarked because I refer to it often. And she's got everything categorized that they have shared over the Facebook page. Right here, there's bell ringers and exit slips. So if you click there, it's going to take you to this page where people have shared all the different bell ringers. And you can just go through these and find the ones you like if that's what you're looking for. There's a search bar here too if you're looking for something, recipes. And you can find all the recipes that have been shared. So right here, this one's just teacher resources, bulletin boards, stuff about FCCLA. The next page she made about FCS More Than Cooking and Sewing. So stuff about parenting, money management, relationships. The next one she made is about fashion, sewing, and interior design and housing. So you can go through these links. This one's about parenting and child development. This one's all about food and nutrition. So that's a good resource to use. The next one is the FCS Digital Notebooks Facebook page. So we're going to go to that. This is really new. I think it started this year and it's already got almost 5,000 members. And I've been using this a lot lately. And let me show you what a digital notebook is. So instead of having workbooks and bookwork and papers and worksheets and activities, we've been using digital notebooks instead that can be done online and filled out and graded because of COVID and not passing so many papers back and forth. Or if you're teaching students at home that are virtual and then you have some in class and you want them all to do the same thing, this is really the easier thing to do. Okay, here's one. Lifespan Development, Unit 5. And this is a digital notebook this teacher made for her class. She wants them to put their bell work on these, and I can't type on this because I didn't make my own copies. We're just looking at it. And then she has her standards for Unit 5. She's made a word wall. I can't really see her directions right there, but I think she's asking them to put their vocab words right there. Common problems with toddlers. There's a lot of reflection. And there's these sticky notes out to the side that have the directions she put on hers. So it's just really interactive and saves on a lot of copies and paper and time. Okay, so let's get off that. And there, you can use the magnifying glass again if you want to find a digital notebook for a particular subject or unit of study. The next resource I want to show you, let's go back to our syllabus, is the Arkansas FCS Facebook group. So add yourself to this one as well. This is only teachers in Arkansas are allowed to be in this group, because when you get on the national groups, it gets very overwhelming with all the questions and posts they make. And a lot of laws and rules and regulations are not the same in Arkansas as it is in places like Texas or Florida. They just don't have the same things we have or that we need. So that's why it's good to get on Arkansas if you have something state specific or something specific to our standards we teach, because the standards I've been showing you and we've been working with are not for other states. That's just for Arkansas FCS teachers. And a lot of teachers get on here and share stuff they create. You can make a post asking for something, and usually someone will comment and share. Let's say you want a PowerPoint over nutrition and wellness standard 7. You can ask for that, and someone's probably going to get on there and give you theirs they already made. See, the next one, Teachers Pay Teachers. You can get stuff off here. I've gotten maybe 2 or 3 things off here. That's not the right link. I'll find it. Maybe 2 or 3 things off Teachers Pay Teachers, because you're having to pay money out of your own pocket usually to get stuff off Teachers Pay Teachers. And usually you can find it for free on some of these other resources I've shown you. The last thing I got off Teachers Pay Teachers was a movie guide sheet. There's a documentary I wanted us to watch in class, and I did not feel like looking for a free version or making my own. So I think I paid $2 for the movie questions. And then I can reuse that every year as long as I want to show that same documentary. The next one, this Jess Facts website. This is a website a Facts teacher made, and she puts up all her projects and ideas. There she is right there. You can follow her on Facebook and like her page or message her. And she has our stuff categorized by subject you can hover over here and see all the different subjects and click on those to find certain projects or whatever you're looking for. She has stuff about foods labs, tips on classroom management, there's more stuff about lessons. She has stuff about FCCLA, fundraiser ideas. She has a little store here too where she sells some of her stuff, but most all her lessons and ideas are free. I think she's just selling planners and t-shirts on her store. The next one is familyandconsumersciences.com. This one's got a lot more to it than the last one. She updates her stuff almost daily with new things, or weekly. This was made last week. It's a hunger awareness project. And because there's so much on this one, you'll have to just come to the search bar and type in something specific you want to look for. So like if I want to find something about prenatal development, I'm just going to type in prenatal. And then here's all her projects about prenatal development. And I'm going to go to this one right here. See, this one was posted in 2011, and it's got her objective, the instructions, the activity, her closure, and then here's all the attachments where you would need to download to teach this lesson and to do the activity. And I think they're making a prenatal development booklet. And of course, they've got everything categorized: child development, clothing, foods, interiors, life skills. And you could go through those, but really on this one, what I've done is if I'm looking for something specific on a certain topic, I just type in the search bar and then look through the results. The next thing you'll want to do is sign up for our listservs. A listserv is an email group you get added to, and you get emails about questions or share resources via emails through this big long thread of people. The first one, just email this lady, B. Wilson at Harding, and say, I would like to be added to the Arkansas listserv, and she'll add you. Then you'll start seeing emails come through where teachers are sharing resources or asking questions or asking them, can someone send me this? Which is a lot less active than what it has been when I first started teaching because of the Facebook groups getting so much attention. So usually I would get like 20 something emails a day through this thread, and now I might get 2 a week. The next one is, well, let me go back to this one. This one is for Arkansas teachers, but other people are on here. Student teachers are on here. People from out of state are on here because they want to get in on our stuff and get some of our resources and ideas. College professors are on here. Industry personnel are on here. This one, the second listserv group you want to get on, email Amanda Porter. She is our FCS program advisor at the State Department, and they regulate this listserv. This one is really important because they are going to email out updates about professional development, about FCCLA dates, when conferences are going to be, if something's been canceled or moved, forms that need to be filled out. This week they emailed us over the listserv our STAR events results and who is advancing to state, so that's important to get from there. And you can also get on there and ask for resources too from just Arkansas teachers. The next thing is the FCS course playbooks. These were published this 2020-21 school year. And you'll see all of our different subject areas that we teach. So I'm going to click on lifespan development. which used to be known as child development and parenting, which is being combined. Right here, this blue and yellow and white chart is the playbook. So what they did for the playbooks is the State Department asked teachers to create these, and you'll see the standards 1.1 determine reasons for studying child development. And here are some other standards. I'm trying to highlight them, but they won't highlight right. And then right here, some activities you can do for this specific standard. And then here's the resource. So this one, evaluate rights and responsibilities of children. And they have described it using this website. Students will create a poster on what they discover about children's rights and responsibilities. So they're telling you right here a perfect activity that matches this standard. And here's the resource or the website they're referring to right here. So the teacher is saying you give kids this website and have them do that specific activity they just talked about in the playbook. If you match this up to our frameworks or standards that I showed you in the weeks previous, you're going to see some missing because they did not ask them to do every standard, just some essential ones that they thought were the most important. And some of them don't even have anything matched to them. You don't have to do these. If you have something you preferred or found you like better than this activity about using Play-Doh and Piaget, you don't have to use that. But as a first year teacher, it's pretty helpful to already see some things that are suggested by a teacher that they like to use. And sometimes there's multiple things, and you might not do an activity for every standard. This is not even all the standards for lifespan development. And there are so many activities, you might just have them take notes over this standard and not do an activity. Or you might cover all three of these activities and just pick all three of these standards in one day and then just pick one of these activities because you're not going to do every single thing in this document. So, and it's about like that for every single one of these subjects we have in our little FCS umbrella. And that's all the resources I wanted to share with you. So let me talk about the assignment for this week. So this week you're going to find an activity that you love. So go through these resources I just showed you and find just one activity or one project that you are really excited about or would really like to use with your class and write it into a lesson plan format. You can, if you want to go back to your unit plan you made earlier in the course and you talked about a lesson or activity you wanted to do there, and you're just going to fill out this lesson plan template about that. Now, this is different from when we did this lesson plan because in this one, you teach the lesson and the activity and fill out the lesson plan template. You're not making a video this week. You're just researching a lesson, activity, project, and filling out the template. And it's the same template, and it's just going to be one day. And that's all for this week.